Hello, friends! Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. I'm so glad you joined us today as we explore the Sahara here in the northern part of Africa. It is in 10 different countries, such as Egypt, Libya, Tanzania, Algeria, and Morocco, where we just were.
I am very excited to explore the largest desert in the world. It is almost the size of the United States. And you know what, Gracie? You only need to say Sahara when talking about it because Sahara means desert in Arabic. So, if you say Sahara Desert, you are saying desert. Pretty silly, huh?
Yes, it is. We will have to pack for both very hot and very cold weather. It can be up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, but down below freezing at night. And it does rain on occasion. When it does rain, the storms are powerful.
Gracie, did you know that the Sahara is not all sand? Sand covers only 1/4 of the Sahara. Most of it is actually rocks and gravel. There are even mountains and a volcano. Plants like cactus, acacia trees, and palm trees grow here too.
Jasmine, you may be surprised to know that the Nile and the Niger rivers cross the edges of the Sahara. Dry stream beds called wadis fill with water only when it rains. These places with the underground water are called oases. An oasis is an area of the desert that has a supply of fresh water and where plants can grow. The water comes up to the surface through openings in the earth called springs. People can also dig wells to get the water. Some people have considered an oasis to be a sacred place.
The oasis sounds great. I hope we find one. It sounds like a great place to rest in the hot desert. We can also be on the lookout for animals in the desert. I hope to find a hedgehog, but gerbils, gazelles, baboons, hyenas, and foxes live here too. So do scorpions and snakes, but I don't need to find any of them.
I agree, especially the deathstalker scorpion, whose venom is one of the most powerful. The deathstalker scorpion is yellow-brown and can have some light brown spots on its tail and outer shell or carapace. It is not very big, only a little over 2 inches long, and like most scorpions, nocturnal. During the day it is under rocks or in burrows, so I think we'll be safe. Its sting, although very painful, rarely causes death. More interestingly, the deathstalker scorpion's venom may actually save lives. Chemicals in the venom are helpful in treating brain tumors and other diseases. Due to this discovery, the venom is now one of the most expensive liquids in the world.
Wow, you just never know. That scorpion sounds like a bad guy, but it does good stuff too. I hope to see a fennec fox. They are way cuter than a scorpion. They have a sandy yellow coat and huge ears. The biggest ears of any member of the dog family. I will not hold it against them that they are members of the dog family. Not everyone is lucky enough to be part of the cat family, you know. To protect their feet from the hot sand, they have hair on the bottom of them. They like to be close to their families and can live with up to 12 of them in one burrow. Sounds cozy, which is where they spend the day to stay out of the heat. Now I am ready to head into the sand to our camp in the dunes of Erg Chebi. But how will we get there? Dune buggy?
Oh no, Jasmine, I have a way better surprise for you. Now the Erg is a sandy part of the desert with many sand dunes. And look, our rides are here. What do you think?
Oh, Gracie, camels! I just loved when we were riding on the camels in Egypt. I'm very excited to do it again. But I do remember that they do not race. They like to walk slowly. I have wrapped a scarf around my face to keep the sand out of my mouth and eyes. Wait, why are we stopping?
We're taking a break to look for fossils. Over 500 million years ago, the Moroccan Sahara was once part of a large prehistoric ocean. As the water disappeared, the algae and marine animals sank to the bottom and became part of the rock.
Gracie, I dug down into the sand and have found some. The fossils are a curlicue pattern that look like a curled up snake. What are they?
Those are ammonites, sea creatures that lived at the time of the dinosaurs. They were like a squid or an octopus with a shell. Because the fossils look like curled up snakes, people thought they were snakes and called them snake stones. Ammonites had an extra chamber in their shell, which gave the shell its distinct spiral shape.
I think they're really cool. Back on the camels. Do I see people over there? I didn't know people lived in the desert.
Of course they do. There are towns and villages where people live, mostly near an oasis where they can grow food. But there are people in the desert called nomads. Nomads are people who move around a lot and live in tents. They raise camels, sheep, and goats. They move around looking for grass and water for their animals to eat.
Now I remember. I once read about the Tuareg people. They travel around to find food and water for their animals. They are called the blue people because they like to wear turbans, robes, and veils that are blue. The indigo blue dye that they use rubs off on their skin, so sometimes their skin looks blue.
That's right, it does. Another group of desert nomads are the Bedouin people. They also have animals like camels, Arabian horses, and sheep.
I am ready for our camp. Gracie, it is so fancy. We are not camping, we are glamping. They must think I'm a movie star because there are red carpets lit up with tea lights to go to our tent. Ooh, I feel so special. Our tents are super fancy too, with comfy beds and even a bathroom.
Before we go to sleep, let's gaze up at the beautiful night sky.
Jinkies! Because there are no electric lights and signs out here, we can see zillions of stars. I see the Milky Way. The stars seem so huge here. I think they're twinkling good night to me. Oh, I'm sleepy. Good night, Gracie.
Jasmine, wake up. Are you ready for one last adventure in the desert today?
Of course. What is it?
Sandboarding.
Cool! That's like snowboarding without the snow. And these huge sand dunes are perfect for it. Some of them are 500 feet high. I think I'll start out with one that's a little lower. Ready, set, go! Whee! Super fun! The perfect way to end our glamping trip.
Before we say goodbye to the Sahara, I have another fun fact. Every 41,000 years, the Sahara changes from a desert to a savanna grassland. This is caused by a wobble in the Earth's axis as it rotates around the sun. This changes the location of the North African monsoon rains and causes the Sahara to change.
Sounds freaky, but I don't think we'll see it. I have a fun fact, too. The Sahara was used in some of the Star Wars movies. It has been used for the planet Tatooine, which is actually a real place. Tatooine, I mean, not the planet. And the town of Matma, where Anakin Skywalker lived. You can still see some of the sets. So it's actually like you're part of the Star Wars movies. Amazing. Now, it really is time to go. Let's have fox jokes. I have a great one for you, Gracie. What do you call a fox in a library?
You know I'll get this one. Well read. Now, where does a fox sleep during the winter?
I know, near a furnace. We're both super smart today. My favorite place was when we sandboarded down the sand dunes. Cowabunga, dude. How about you?
I enjoyed searching for the ammonites. How about you, friends? What was your favorite place? Don't forget to tell someone you love.
That's right. Don't forget to join us next week as we explore Vietnam and see a puppet show that's in the water. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello, everybody. It's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page, and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.